Alrighty, welcome to this next game between safT playing the orange Protoss against AliFoRiA playing the purple Zerg. Okay, this is a shout out to safT, orange and safT. Okay, so safT is I've been playing quite a few games against this guy, and I have not casted any of his games yet. This is the first time. I am just commenting his game against AliFoRiA, my old friend. So we see a PvZ now, and well, I think it's a good one. It's good for AliFoRiA and good for me, because Ali just played some Terran games before, and I think he really longed for another race other than Terran. And I really like PvZ to watch. I prefer PvT to play, but I really like PvZ to watch. It's a fun matchup, lots of possibilities. In the beginning, the Zerg player really has to strive to survive and save his choke if he's going with one. If they do not choke, then, well, they really have to fight to survive, because then Protoss player can just build cannons right here to shoot the hatcheries, and then once cannons are supported by zealots, then, well, yeah, it's almost impossible to survive. But it's not, so you can do that. It's not impossible, but very hard, very hard. But right now, safT is starting off with lots of gateways, and nothing too crazy from Ali, who is just opening up with a choke, which is quite normal. This was an RVR, so of course the guys don't know each other's race. Okay, it seems that Ali is not saving up larva. He feels confident this time. As a Zerg player, it's not compulsory, but it's advisable to save up at least three larvae and then make Zerglings. But yeah, anyway, okay, it seems that AliFoRiA was using this hatchery to produce 2 more Zerglings, and right now he's fine. Because if you are rushed, then of course the chokes is not really or fully ready, and then the enemy can easily beat you. But if you have Zerglings here, then they can really help until all Sunkens are up. So right now they discovered each other's race and bases. So safT is really coming with these zealots. They are looping slowly. But yeah, as I expected, they just turned around as soon as they see that as soon as they saw that the choke is up and running. So, what does Protoss do now? Well, they can just go on with a quick reverse, either to drop or to use reverse to break the choke from here. They can add 2 more extra nexus just to get a big macro. And then after adding the 2 extra nexus, they can just build the gateways, get mass units, and do some drops. You really need to do drops. If you don't do that, then the Zerg player can just safely add hatcheries, get bigger and bigger. And once Zerg has a big economy and built up, then it's very hard to win against them. So let's see what safT is up to. Most probably he'll okay, so I don't really know his strategies, although I played quite a few games against him. I'm not sure, but it seems he will be going on with goons. So okay, or speed zealots. He can try, but it won't work. So if he really makes mass zealots and gets speed, he won't really be able to do anything with them. These sunkens are really blocked. Well, there's a few space here, but it doesn't really matter because right here only 4 zealots or 4 or 3 can just enter, and while 3 zealots are attacking this sunken, the rest of the guys do the job. That's it. So I'm really hoping that he'll do something else like Templar drop. At least just adding hydrogen. This is the phase of the game when a Zerg player just makes some hydras, like 10 hydras, and then they act as live drop defense. So they can be moved anywhere, and then they can be used to kill shuttles. But of course you have to have the best reaction time. You have to be really cautious and fast. Of course you can estimate where the drop comes, especially with this setup. When the enemy is under you, then of course you can expect the drops from here. So it's advisable to have your hydras right around somewhere here to be able to see the drop in time and then just move the hydras accordingly. But if the Terran player, the Protoss player is a bit more cheesy than, or cheesier, then they can just send the shuttle right to the send them right here, go up, go left, and then of course come from this direction, which is, well, not really protected by the Zerg because they expect the drop from here as the Protoss is under them. So I think it's worth waiting more, giving some more time for the shuttle just to go around the globe, and then and then just land right here because it's not really expected by the Zerg. So I think it's worth doing that. It should pay off. So right now the mass zealots with speed are coming, and let's see what damage they can do. As I mentioned, so zealots really got confused by these chambers, and you can see that like only 2 or 3 zealots at the same time can attack this, and of course it's not effective, so it won't really work. Anyway, Seth wanted to try that. I think he was just counting on this thing that Ellie stops making sunkens, and then he can surprise him by mass zealots. So he wanted to try that anyway. Well, unfortunately, Seth was not really following rule number 1 in StarCraft. So rule number 1 in StarCraft is you always have to know what your enemy does. And he was not sending any units here to scout, not before the attack, of course, but way earlier. So if he sent some units right here to discover the mass sunkens, and he would have changed his strategy from massing up zealots. So he didn't see that in this case, and he was trying to attack surprisingly. But as I suspected, it didn't work out because of the great defense by Ellie. And right now, the Zerg player can just focus on whatever he wants to do. He can go outside to the shop, buy a cigarette. So joking apart, they really have time, so they are safe. And it's okay. So they can add more hatcheries, get Queen's Nest, go on with Guardians, and then after that they can really lay back and enjoy the game. On the other hand, safT needs to get a big choke, get lots of Templars and Reavers and some Corsairs. Okay, 1 milli upgrade. And the same 1 milli upgrade for Ellie. Well, by this time Protoss players can have like 2-2-2 I think, as regards upgrade goes, but of course you have to be fast with that. You have to start off with upgrades. It's a good option. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do that myself against Zergs. I really start off fast with upgrades, and then I'm relying on the upgrades. There was a game when I had like 3-2-2 regarding upgrades with Protoss against a Zerg who didn't have any, so it was 0-0, and then of course I won that match. So sometimes taking or investing money in fast upgrades and mass upgrades can be risky, but later it can pay off. So yeah. Right, the guys are slowly building up, getting ready, but here the problem is that the safT has only ground units, and just in the case against Terrans, ground units won't work against maxed out Zerg. You need Drops, Templars, Reavers, Corsairs. Only ground units won't do wonders. Anyway, AliFoRiA feels so confident that he'll try to go on with a Muta bomb, and he might be successful. safT is not really having a great drop defense. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he just went on with Guardians, so he's investing into Guardians and not into a Muta bomb. So Muta bomb means that you are collecting up like 4 times 12 Mutalisks in control groups, and then you just all together come here and then attack the main, and then after a few shots the main just comes down easy. Right, so the Guardians are joining up and looping here. He's really hunting on for the choke cannons especially. And the problem is the safT. Well, yeah, okay, he has some Templars, but okay, that's interesting. Most probably he didn't have energy on these Templars, so he decided to go on with Archons. Oh well, it's a really good timing for AliFoRiA. He couldn't have come in a better time because Orange didn't have an energy on his Templars. He had to make Archons, and the Guardians didn't really face any opposition, they weren't attacked. So they can have an easy job here, killing the Zealots. Zealots are not really effective, so I think this game will end here as soon as the Hydras join the attack. Lots of Hydras. Oh my god, that's more than my salary. Okay, yep, that's it. GG.